and welcome to the Pilates Movement Refinery. For today's Pilates class, I will be guiding you through a lower body hip focus class. Now for this class, all you will need is a chair or a small bench during the sideline movements. So you will not need that until I cue it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the warm-up. Let's begin at the back of your mat. With your feet hip distance apart, I want you to bring those shoulders up, down, and back. Grow taller through your spine. Press your feet into the floor. Rest your hands at your sides. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. From here, I want you to bring your pelvis into a neutral position. Start bending from the mid-spine. Then you're going to tuck your chin to your chest. Maintain neutral pelvis, neutral spine, until you can no longer maintain that neutral pelvis position. Scoop up through the abdominals, drop the crown of the head to the floor. Pause at the bottom. Go ahead and nod your head, yes. And we can shake your head, no. Warming up the base of the neck. Inhale and exhale, engage the glutes and stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Scoop up through those abdominals. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do that again. Inhale, grow taller through the spine. Exhale, you're going to scoop up. Bend through the mid-spine. Tuck the chin to the chest, maintaining equal weight in both feet. Coming down, controlled. As you get to the bottom, the crown of the head should face the floor. Pause for a moment. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, you're going to press up through the bottom of the foot. Engage the abdominals and glutes and stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Nice work. Warming up the spine. From here, let's bring our heels together in a Pilates V. Okay, toes apart. Stand tall, bring those shoulders up, down, and back. From here, we inhale to plie and exhale to stand tall. Inhale to plie, exhale, stand tall. As you extend the legs, I want you to engage those abdominals and glutes at the top. Making sure to evenly distribute the weight throughout the entirety of the foot. Warming up the ankle and knee flexors. One more. As you come down, extending the arms out to the side. Inhale to rotate from the center to the side. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, rotate, keep the hips nice and square. Exhale, return to center. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Warming up our thoracic spinal rotators. Keep those abdominals and glutes engaged as you continue on with your lateral breathing technique. Beautiful. From here, extend the legs long, float the hands overhead, interlacing the fingers with the pointer finger extended. Engaging your abdominals and glutes first. We inhale to side bend up and over, shooting that hip out to the side. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, side bend up and over. Exhale, return to center. Heels together. Pretend you're side bending up and over a barrel. Warming up those lateral spinal flexors here. What side bends the spine? Last one. Beautiful. Float the hands down, step it out wide into a second position plie. We inhale to come down, exhale to stand tall. As you come up, engage the abdominals, glutes, and quads at the top. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Maintain equal weight through the entirety of the foot. Grow taller through the spine as you press up through the bottom of the foot. Finding a point in the room to focus on can always help you with your balance and stability. Inhale, plie. Exhale, stand tall. Beautiful. Again, warming up those knee and ankle flexors here. One more time. From here, bring the legs fist distance apart. Let's begin by warming up our hip flexors. So brace yourself, press that left foot into the mat, extend without shifting or rotating those hips. So keeping them level, you're going to extend that right leg long with a soft bend in the left knee. I want you to either place your hands on your hips out to the side or press against a wall. Inhale to prepare, bracing through the core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And we lower with control. Again, strengthening those hip flexors, which are located in the front of the hip. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. For more of a challenge, you can lift and lower without tapping the toes to the mat. One more time. From here, we're going to focus on strengthening those hip external rotators. Ankle shines towards the ceiling as the femur is externally rotated there. All right. Beautiful. Don't lock out your stabilizing knee. Soft bend. Last lift and lower. We're going to send it out to the side. Focusing on internally rotating now. All right, so if you're looking in a mirror, you would not be able to see your ankle. Strengthening your hip ab and adductors. Lift and lower. Try not to hike it up and set it down quickly, okay? Even more challenging when your carpet is on top of, or excuse me, your mat is on top of a carpet. All right. Extra challenge there for you. One more time. Nice work. Go ahead. That same leg, we're going to send it back. Your front knee is soft. Shift that pelvis into a neutral position first. Extending the hands to the side. Brace to the core. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. The femur is externally rotated, so heel in, toes out to the side. Now, if we are able to do this, that removes the stability in the spine, right? So, stable spine, neutral pelvis. We lift and lower, strengthening the hip extensor muscles at the back side of the hip. 2 more times. Do not bend through the knee, keep the leg long. Beautiful. From here, meet me back in center, legs fist distance apart. Anchoring your right foot into the mat. Without rotating the hips, extend the hands to the side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Soft bend in that right knee. Again, if you're near a wall, you're welcome to place one hand on a wall to aid in your balance and stability. Also challenging those foot intrinsic muscles. All right, what helps those? The bottom of the foot grip to the mat. Strengthening the hip flexors now on the left side. Beautiful. 2 more times. All right. Externally rotating. Ankle and big toe shine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. And lower. Breathe through it again. Find that point in the room to focus on to aid in your balance and stability. Left and lower. 1 more time. From here, we're going to shoot it out to the side. Now, internally rotating the femur. So toes in towards the mat, heel out to the side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Now your stabilizing leg, you might feel those muscles recruiting. They should have turned on by now. All right. So your hip abductors might be warm. You might feel your side glutes, your glute med. Lift and lower one more time. Nice work. We're going to send it back. Stabilizing leg in front, knee is soft. Tuck the tailbone under, shoot the hands down or to the side. And from here, we want to externally rotate slightly, heel in, toes to the side, inhale, prepare, exhale, lift, strengthening those hip extensor muscles at the back side of the hip. Again, we don't want to be swaying forward, trying to maintain a neutral zone throughout the pelvis. So just a small lift here. Does not take much to target those hip extensor muscles. In order to isolate or strengthen a certain range, certain muscles in one area, we need to stabilize other areas of the body to target. Last time. Nice work. All right, from here, legs fist distance apart. Anchor the bottom part of your foot, inner part of your foot into the mat. Bring the shoulders up, down, and back, extending them to the side now. Inhale as you come up onto the ball of your foot. Exhale, lower down. Tapping the heel to the mat. Nice work. Now from here, zone into your ankle. What is it doing? We want to make sure the ankles are not wobbling out to the sides. We want to be moving up and down in a track-like motion. So again, utilizing your intra-abdominal pressure to your benefit, your lateral breathing technique. The rib cage is moving in and out like an accordion to help you stabilize what's going on internally. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we lower down. With control, we don't want to smack the heel to the mat. Reach long through the fingertips, engaging the entirety of the arm. Beautiful. From here, stay lifted. Lower one heel to the mat and bend the opposite knee and repeat. Okay, again, working on ankle stabilization here. We want to refrain from those ankles moving out, wobbling side to side. Moving in a nice track-like motion. Bend and extend. Again, reach long through those arms, finding a point in that room to focus on to aid you in your balance and stability. Grow taller through the spine. Really press into the ball of the foot as you alternate pressing the opposite heel into the mat. Warming up those knee and ankle flexors last time. Nice work. Go ahead and bring both heels down. At this point, if you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab that now. We'll be moving into the supine position. But because it's Pilates, we're going to roll down. So extend your left leg long, extend your right leg long. From here, externally rotating, so heels together, toes apart. Engage your abdominals and glutes as you sit up tall on your sitting bones. Extend your hands in front, palms are facing. Reach long through the arms. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to scoop with a deep C shape in your abdominals and roll back. But make sure those abdominals and glutes are engaged to help you roll back with control. Nice work. From here, inhale, reach. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right knee to tabletop. Extend the opposite leg long. Press the hands on top of the knee. From here, you're going to lift up through the abdominals and switch, placing the hands on top of the opposite knee. The leg that's extended is hovering 1 to 2 inches off the mat. Making sure not to drop the heel in towards the bum. All right. So pretend your knee is in a little knee cast. Don't drop that heel. Press the palms into the knee. Elbows are wide. Lift up through the head, neck, and chest. Draw deep into those abdominals. Inhale to switch. Exhale, press the knee down with the hands. Targeting the hip flexors here. as well as the abdominals. This begins to pull on the neck. You're always welcome to do this with the head resting on the mat, continuing on in the same motion. One more time on both sides. Beautiful. From here, maintaining both legs in tabletop, you're going to lower the head, neck, and chest to the mat. Extend the arms in a T. Knees stacked over hips and legs fist distance apart. Anchor your forearms into the mat, press down, bring the tailbone into a neutral zone there, neutral pelvis. Inhale as you glide the femur up and over until the trunk rotates. Exhale using your breath work and your abdominals to bring your body back to setup position. Inhale, glide the femur up and over until that trunk rotates. Exhale, use your abdominals and breath work to bring you back to setup position. Making sure to complete your exhalation in Pilates fully. Now, our upper back should not be lifting up off the mat. So if it is, you know you've rotated too far. Again, anchor those forearms into the mat. We're looking at some thoracic rotation. We're warming up our lower spinal rotators here. That is the goal. All right, targeting the abdominals, feeling a nice twist there through the obliques. One more time on both sides. Inhale, glide that femur up and over. Exhale, return back to center. Nice work. From here, you're going to place the left foot into the mat. From here, extend that right leg long. Anchor your arms into the mat. From here, we inhale to bring the foot in towards the midline. Down, around, exhale, and inhale, bring the foot in towards the midline. Exhale, down and around. So for these hip circles, you have some options. If this does not feel great, you are always welcome to change your variation. You can bend the knee. Go ahead and draw circles here. More of like an almond shape though when you are doing hip circles with the knee bent. So modifying your beginner modification would be knee circles. So if you are continue on with hip circles as such, you want to be able to maintain a stable pelvis. So you don't want the pelvis rocking side to side. We really want to focus in on that femur, gliding, making circles, hip circumduction within the hip socket, the acetabulum there. If you're looking for more of a challenge, you can always extend that stabilizing leg long. All right. Reverse hip circle, opposite direction. Anchor, press your arms into the mat. Lengthen the leg away from the pelvis here. All right, reach long. One more time around. Beautiful. Either pressing the foot into the mat, as so, with a bent knee, or extending that leg long for more of a challenge. Make sure pelvis is in neutral or imprinted spine. Bringing the foot in towards the midline. Exhale, up and around. Inhale, come in towards the midline. Exhale, down and around. Check in with the pelvis. Make sure we don't have any weeble wobbling going on. Really utilize your lateral breathing technique to your advantage here, moving at a pace that feels controlled to you. Beautiful. One more time around, and we're going to reverse your hip circle the opposite direction. Nice work. Continue on. One more time. Bring the leg back to tabletop. From here, we're going to go ahead and come onto your side, but you will need your small bench or chair for this portion. So I'm going to adjust my mat here, just slightly bring it forward. Grab your chair or your small bench. We're going to set it behind you. Now you're going to want the bench to not be knocking into the top of your hip bone. So I want you to go ahead and come back to your mat. So you're going to bring the bench to the back. So resting your back on the bench at the top, right above that hip bone here. The purpose of this bench in your sideline cars, right, or controlled articular rotations, is to ensure that your top hip bone doesn't roll back. If you are new to hip cars, it is very easy, especially without a mirror in front of you for visualization, to even know if your top hip bone is rolling back. So this is for some biofeedback, right? So reach long through the bottom arm, rest your head on your bicep, bend your knees, you're gonna stack them here. Go ahead and dorsiflex the foot, so try to kiss your toes to your shin or your knee. Your legs are bent 90 degrees, knee hip flexion. You're gonna press your top palm or fist into the mat. Go ahead and stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Again, the back is pressing into the legs of the chair or the bench. Now from here, we're going to move into our breathing technique for joint mobilization for hip cars. All right, so I'm going to give 30% max effort here. All right. And begin on your shallow breaths, only inhaling through your nose. So keep sipping in the air through the nose. Press the hand or palm, fist or palm into the mat. And let's start. So begin with your inhale and keep sipping air as you lift this top knee up. From here, you're going to try to kiss your knee to your chest. See how close you can come, moving nice and slowly like you're moving through a sticky bucket of honey. From here, you're going to guide with the top knee into hip abduction. So we're going to abduct the hip, making sure this pelvis, this top hip, does not roll back. From here, you're going to internally rotate. So send the knee forward and the heel back. Keep the foot flexed. Internally rotate more. See as far as you can go. Say hello to your butt cheek. Press your bottom knee into the mat and slowly, like you're resisting with a kettlebell on your foot, keep the foot flexed. Tuck the tailbone under as you are moving slow. Again, 1 mile per hour is what we aim for in joint mobility. Here we go. Let's do it again. Try to kiss your knee to your chest. Keep the foot flexed. We're going to abduct the hip. So you're going to send this knee up, making sure, again, this top hip doesn't, or the pelvis doesn't flail backwards. Once you've reached your maximum abduction, we're going to internally rotate the hip. So bring that knee forward, the heel back. Try to kiss your toes to your knee. Say hello to your butt cheek. Press the fist or the palm into the mat. Internally rotate. Go as far as you can. Slowly send it down. We're going to do 2 hip cars. So now we're going to send it back. So we're going to reverse this hip car. Go ahead and flex the foot or halfway. And then we're going to send it back. Press the palm or the fist into the mat. Try to kiss your heel to your bum. From here, again, we're going to abduct the hip, so send the knee up, so you guide with your knee. And now we're going to externally rotate, so you're going to send the knee back and the foot forward, keep it flexed. Here we go, come on down, try to kiss your knee to your shoulder now, as you resist a heavy elephant on the top of your leg coming down. Resist, nice and slow. Beautiful. From here, try to kiss your heel to your butt cheek. Slowly, we're going to send it back one more time. Go ahead now. Tuck the tailbone under, guide with the knee. We're going to abduct the hip, press the fist or the palm into the mat. Try to kiss your knee to your shoulder. Go as far as you can go. Again, 30% effort. We're resisting here. Moving slow, like we're going through a sticky bucket of honey. Resist, resist, resist. Going down like you have a kettlebell on your foot. Nice work. Rest it here. Take a breath. Go ahead and press yourself up. Rotate legs on the opposite side. Nice work, friends. So from here, we're going to repeat that same sequence. So you don't want the bottom of the legs to be bonking into the hip. We want to be able to have full range of motion here. That's what we're aiming for. Controlled articular rotations, taking the hip through its end range here, max effort. So you can either bend the arm like so or fully extend, whichever feels best. Press the back into the bottom legs of the chair. Bend the legs 90 degrees, knee hip flexion. Try to kiss your toes to your shins. Make a fist or palm, press it into the mat. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Remember, 1 mile per hour like you're moving through a sticky bucket of honey. Inhale through the nose. Let's go. Lift up the top leg. Then we're going to guide with the knee, abducting the hip, making sure that hip isn't rolling back. And then we're going to internally rotate, sending the knee forward and the foot back. Try to kiss your toes to your shin. Say hello to your butt cheek. Keep sipping air through the nose. Nice work. Keep rotating, rotating, rotating as you send it down. Bring the knee forward, nice and controlled. Again, we want to move at 30% force here. So we're like you're resisting something the entire way, like you have a baby elephant on top of your leg. From here, we abduct, send the knee up, and internally rotating, rotating, rotating. Say hello to your butt cheek. Breathe through it. Again, sipping, inhaling air through the nose. We're moving 1 mile an hour. You're pressing, squeezing everything, squeezing your butt cheeks, squeezing your abdominals. Press this hand into the mat. Pause halfway, and we're going to reverse it. Send it back. Tuck the tailbone under. Guide with the knee, so we abduct the hip. And then we bring the knee back and rotate, rotate, rotate. Hip external rotation, bring the heel forward. And resist like you have a heavy kettlebell hooked onto the foot here on the way down. Nice. Go ahead and try to kiss your heel to your butt cheek. We send it back. Press the bottom knee into the mat. Abduct the hip. We send the knee up. Guide with the knee. And then from here, externally rotate. Knee comes back. Foot comes forward. Max out your external rotation and slowly resist on the way down. Nice work, friends. Great job. All right. Press yourself up. Let's go ahead and set this small bench or chair out of the way. All right, to allow us to continue on. Now go ahead and come to the side that you started on. All right, so for me, that's my left side. So let's go ahead and continue on with our hip circles, all right? So you have a couple options. You can lay here with your head on your bicep, continuing on, or you can go ahead and come up here onto your forearm. So whichever variation you'd like. Stack your elbow underneath your shoulder, press the arm into the mat, lift up through the obliques, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. This top hip should not be falling back or forward. We want to aim for stacked. Go ahead and bend this bottom knee, 90 degrees, knee hip flexion. Press the arm into the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift. We're going to bring the leg down, up, and around. Again, we're drawing circles with the foot. Make sure we're not sinking into that shoulder blade. We want to press up through the arm as well as the obliques there. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can extend this arm up. All right, go ahead and reverse those hip circles, opposite direction. Should feel these muscles on the outer side of your hip nice and warm. Do not hold your breath. Keep breathing. This maximizes your efforts. One more time around. Whew, beautiful. All right, friends, one more sideline move, hip circles. Let's finish it out strong on the other hip. Again, you're either lying with the bottom arm extended on your bicep or you're propped up on your forearm like so. We're stacking everything up, lifting up through the obliques. Inhale, prepare, lift. Drawing a nice circle here with the toes. Your goal here is to not have your body swaying, fishtailing back and forth. We want to find stability through the spine and the pelvis. To maximize your hip circumduction here. Go ahead and reverse, opposite direction. Breathe through. 2 more times around, you've got this. One more time. Bend the knee, nice work. All right, so our last plane of motion is prone. So our stomach facing the mat. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab that now. From here, we're gonna come onto our stomach, extend the legs long, stack the palms, press the elbows into the mat, rest the head on top of the palms. Go ahead. From here, I want you to reach long, lengthen the head and neck away from the pelvis. Now from here, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, engaging your abdominals and glutes. As you inhale, you're going to lift, so have your right leg hovering off the mat. Exhale, bend the knee, keep the toes pointed towards the ceiling. And inhale, lift up towards the ceiling, so lift the knee up off the mat. We lower and extend leg long. Lower the leg down, opposite leg now. Lengthen the head and neck away from the pelvis. Reach long through the legs. Inhale, we lift that left leg now up off the mat so it's hovering. Bend the knee, toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift the knee up. Reach the toes towards the ceiling. Lower the knee to the mat. Extend that leg long and lower it down. Let's do one more on both sides. Inhale, lengthen and lift the right leg. Bend the knee, reach the knee up, toes coming towards the ceiling. Lower the knee down, extend leg long. Relax the leg. Inhale, prepare. Lift that left leg up. Bend the knee, keep the toes pointed. Lift the toes towards the ceiling. The knee lifts up off the mat. Lower down, extend leg long. Relax, beautiful. From here, go ahead and press the elbows into the mat. Keep the palms stacked. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift both legs while keeping both legs externally rotated so heels together, toes apart. So we lift and lower, press those elbows into the mat to avoid shoulder shrugging. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Strengthening the hip extensors. Okay, nice work. Double leg lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. As soon as you lower, we're lifting those legs right back up. Nice work. Last time. Lift and lower. Beautiful. Extending the arms and legs mat distance apart. Our full body move is Superman. Tuck the tailbone under, engage your abdominals and glutes. Inhale to prepare. We lift everything up and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Keep the abdominals and glutes engaged to reduce any discomfort in that lumbar spine area as you lift. Inhale, we lift to reach long, extending the arms away from the trunk. And lower 2 more times. Inhale, we lift. with control and lower with control. Last time, give it everything you've got. And lower. Beautiful. From here, bring your hands to your sides, tuck your toes under, toes together, knees mat distance apart. We're going to set into a Pilates resting pose. Relax the head to the mat. Nice large inhale through the nose, expanding the lungs with air. Exhale through the mouth, expel the air fully. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. From here, stack your palms or fists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips. Press them out away from you. Go ahead and retract the neck back. Find length through the back of the neck. All right, from here, I want you to go ahead and arch your back up towards the ceiling on an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to articulate through the spine, rolling through your mid-spine, ending at your lumbar spine. Your gaze is forward. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under. Rolling now through your mid-spine. Draw a line with your nose as you arch your back up towards the ceiling. Press the mat away from you. Inhale. Starting now with the upper spine. Rolling through the mid-spine. Draw a line with your nose out and away. Ending with your low spine. One more time. Reverse. Tuck your tailbone under, rolling spinal segmentation through your mid-spine. Draw a line with your nose, press the mat away. Go ahead and walk your hands to the side. So off your mat here, feeling a nice deep stretch from the lat all the way down through the side. Obliques to the top of the hip bone. Walk your hands to the opposite side. Nice work. Again, enjoying a nice deep stretch through the side body. Walk your hands back to the center. Go ahead and meet me in crisscross applesauce. Very technical term there. Bring those shoulders up, down, and back. Let's intersection with some thoracic rotation. Press your palm into the mat. Extend your opposite hand. Follow your gaze with your hand here. Loop through, extend arm long, loop the hand through, extend arm long. One more time. Place that palm to the mat, other hand floats up. Again, we're gonna follow our hand with our gaze, loop the hand through, reach long, loop the hand through, reach long, press those sitting bones into the mat. One more time. Nice work. All right, friends, this concludes our Pilates class for today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.